All right, welcome back to Captive Gaming on the Mr. Joyrider Gaming channel. And I just got done recording a little while ago a video for Donkey Kong Country 2, which I actually really liked. I had been putting off playing it because of silly reasons. You could watch the video to find out why, but it's just silly reasons. And I remember that there was a downgraded version of that. And I was thinking it was for Game Boy, but that's Donkey Kong Land. This, on the other hand, is Super Dong, that's what it's called, Super Donkey Kong 2. I read online if you hit A and B and select at the title screen, you get a password screen. And then if you put in the password in the system, it will give you a special message from the developer. Because this is an unlicensed game, although I guess it was available in some countries and by, I guess, family. And I don't know what that says. Hopefully it's not offensive. But, yeah, whatever that means. Then you just hit start and the game's ready. So this is like a port of Donkey Kong Country 2 for the NES or Famicom. And unfortunately, I've not played it yet, but unfortunately, I did read the online documentation about it. And apparently you cannot be Dixie Kong. You know, there was a Game Boy Color. This is pretty good. For Nintendo, for NES, this is pretty good. Yeah, no, I like it. I'm surprised. This is exactly the kind of thing I like. I love downgraded ports for some reason. I just think they're the coolest. To see a game running in an environment it was never meant to run in. It's really cool. Like, these are good graphics for NES. I dig it. Although I will show you what they could do with it a little bit later, because I do have Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Color, which is, well, it's a port of Game Boy Country. Oh no, what happened? No bueno. Let me try again. Well, I did like it until that happened. You can't play as Dixie in this. So you're one-hit deaths. The music is awful. Oh, it's just the worst. Gameplay, though, is very similar. So far, anyway. Alright, that's the peg leg guy. I think it's going to end up being a lot harder, though, without... Oh, so no. I'm pretty sure in the actual game you could go down there, right? I didn't just jump in a hole to be... Because I'm sick of it all. I don't even want to be around anymore. This music is so bad. It gets slightly better, but not much. No, it's just bad. I didn't catch what the music sounded like for the original. Did it sound like at least the right melody is this, or is this just homemade? I don't know. I don't know either way. The guy looks like a grenade now. Oh. I'm going to keep playing it for a little while, though, before I switch over to Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Color. It was actually a really faithful and decent port, and it was perfect. It came out late, though, like years after the original. But I always liked just having it, and, you know, if you want a quick fix of Donkey Kong Country. which I think we can all agree is one of the best classic games of all time. How did I miss that? Even though it's very, very hard, but for its time. You know, I always say that you can't judge these games based on today's games, because it's a different experience. And so, you know, I like to look at these games like, wow, look what they could do with the hardware they had. Like, I was just watching a review of the original Metroid, which is all-time top 3 favorite games of mine. Always, it's probably Metroid, Pitfall 2, and then I'm not sure. I'll leave the third slot open for however I'm feeling at the time. But, you know, I know a lot, like, he's like, the guy who did the review, he's like, well, I first discovered Super Metroid in 2007, and since then I've played all the games. And then he goes on for a half an hour to rag on the original Metroid, how bad it is, and how the jumping mechanics are wonky, and, you know, the graphics are boring, and some of the music's good, but the character sprites are cheesy, and like, you don't get it because you weren't there when it came out. But that game was unbelievably cool. And then the reveal, Samus was female, the whole escape. I mean, these kind of become common tropes, but the escaping within 3 minutes or whatever after you beat Mother Brain, it was and the atmosphere of that game, man, was that cool. Scary too, you know, like Torin or whatever. That level was downright frightening, you know. It was like get your pulse pumping, because not only did you have those stupid Cheerio things, you got the Metroids that came out of nowhere and just started nailing you, railing on you, and then you had the Mother Brain's lair that had those stupid energy things you had to shoot to force fields or whatever to even get to Mother Brain. You're already using half your I wonder if I just start at the very beginning. You're using half your missiles to get to that part, and yeah, I know, man, you know, speed runs now, and, you know, you can go on the internet and figure out how to beat the game in 17 minutes, which I've done. I've beaten Metroid in 17 minutes. But, you know, the first time you go through that game, it was like just a confusing, you know, mystical experience. It was wonderful. And all the kind of the glitch rooms that are in that game, you know, you didn't know what those were when that game first came out. And so, you know, as an 8-year-old or whatever, you're playing it. And I remember saying to my brother when I was playing that game, he goes, "There's a door up there." He's like, "I don't think it's anything." And I'm like, man, they wouldn't put it in the game if it wasn't something. We didn't know there were glitches and whatnot. That game, with its glitches and everything, makes it so mysterious. He talked about the slowdown, too much slowdown. No, there's not. And he talked about I lost my train of thought. He talked about the slowdown and complained about other stuff. I get accused sometimes of, like, I had one guy say to me, "You're just butthurt because people don't like what you like." I don't care if you like what I like. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I think that those games are great, and there is definitely a difference between experiencing the game when it first came out and then judging it by, you know, today's standards. Which I will tell you what, Nintendo hard or NES hard or whatever. That's because games hold your hands now. They really do. To a point, like for me, a lot of the new games that come out, I just find them kind of boring and they're kind of childish because there's so much. You got to do exactly what you got to do. There's no real. Oh, get the heck up there. There's no real exploring. There's no. You got one mission to another one. Okay, one side quest to another one, and it's just. It doesn't do it for me. So, to complain that Metroid is bad because the backgrounds are bad, or you think that the lag is too much, or it's too hard. That was the fun of that game. It wasn't unfun. I can tell you from experience too. Playing that game, Metroid, when it first came out, it wasn't too hard that we wanted to quit playing. And it was hard, but it wasn't that hard. This is hard, though. So, anyway, I'm saying that, I'm telling you about that, because for these games, even this unlicensed weird Donkey Kong, I want to give them a fair shake, and I want to play them, and I want to see if I can enjoy them, and not just listen to what other people saying that they're good or they're bad. Because you know how, like, I'm using Metro as an example because it's my favorite series, but you know the usual talking points for it. First one sucks. Oh, and Super Metroid is one of the greatest games of all time. Metroid Fusion is too much hand-holding. So that sucks. Metroid Prime, I don't know what people think about it. I know they didn't like the Wii controller for Metroid Prime 3. Metroid Dread seems like everyone liked. Everybody hated Metroid Zero Mission. I tell you what, I love Metroid Zero Mission. It's such a fun game. I have no idea what people don't like about it. I don't know why they don't like it, but it is what it is. Good news is I don't gotta listen to what other people say. And so, don't listen to what I say. Just take it on its own merits, because I think that if you're going into it thinking, okay, this game's going to be terrible because Joe Schmo said it was terrible, and then Peter Pickles. These are real people. Agreed that I'm gonna dislike this game too. I think it's a waste. I mean, you could go to all the Pac-Man for the Atari 2600 was supposed to be, everybody hates that game because it's a terrible port and all that. By today's standards, yes. By yesterday's standards, it was Pac-Man. Okay, can I get past this part now? Okay, I keep on thinking I can land on that part. What does all that have to do with Donkey Kong? Well, because I refused to play... That darn ant. I refused to play Donkey Kong Country 2 because it didn't have Donkey Kong in it, and that was a stupid decision. Now, it wasn't because anybody said it was bad, but it was the same kind of thing where I judged it because of a... There we go. For a stupid reason. And I was wrong. This game is great. Not this port necessarily. See, it's this too many instant deaths in this. It's like I'm never gonna get past the first level. I saw somebody posted a video with 0 deaths. Wow. Well, this is the first time I've ever played it, so give me a break. So he's got to be that way, and he's got to be down. Is there a way to do that? Okay, they're singing up. No. That was an awkward control. Oh. Oh, the bad guys respawn. Wonderful. That's the best. But I don't want to stop playing. It's still fun. Nowhere near as fun as the actual game, but still good. So at that point, I had to jump to the right. I kept on just trying to jump up straight. Now it really looks like Donkey Kong Jr. Look. Oh, no, 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 not fair. Not fair. I should have been able to fall down all the way. That's not fair. If it's a vertical scrolling level, you should be able to fall down vertically, right? But this game, unlike the Super Nintendo actual version of the game, it looks like you got to go a lot slower through it. No. Can I reach that? Nope. Come on, Dopey, come on. I'm going to run through it one more time. I'm getting better as I'm sort of learning the controls. I know what you're thinking, but you keep dying. I know. I know that to be true. Oh, this music, though. Okay, it was definitely the first time I played through this first level, because this music is brutal. Ugh. It's all stoppy sounding. I do Nintendo 8-bit chiptune music. I have four albums out of it. All it's original. They are original albums. They're original albums based on albums by my band. And so what I did was I took the original songs that we wrote, and then I charted them all out, transcribed them all out, and I recorded an album that was the same songs but just chiptune versions of those songs. And that actually sold really well. And then I've done a second and third one with the next couple of records. I did one for like our fourth album, one for our fifth, and one for our sixth. And I kind of stopped there because it's a lot of work. And the next album had 25 songs on it. I didn't feel like doing 25-song chiptune. I also did an album of Christmas music chiptune with 40 different Christmas carols on. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this music is so bad. I'd rather be listening to mine. Alright, so remember to jump to the right. Sorry, I hit the mic's pops filter. That's my name, by the way. It's me, Pops Filter. I filter stuff, and I'm a Pops. Not really. I'm not a Pops. Alright, now, it's going to be a big jump, so I gotta really plan for it here. What in tarnation? Oh, no, you can't do it running. Oh, I can go. Oh, okay. Holding the button, you go faster on the vines or ropes, whatever. That'd probably help. This music sounds like, I guess, like Celtic music or Irish music. Yeah, that's much better. I would have done this the whole time had I known. Got it. I do not like the instant deaths in this game. It's annoying. What even hit me? I know, I saw it. I saw what hit me. And it crashed. Alright, well, you need to be quiet there, please. Okay, so... Goodbye.